Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Patrice Dayton. Ambulance services have become more expensive for Hoosiers in recent years, and TransCare Ambulance in Terre Haute says insurance companies aren't doing you any favors. News 10's Blake Dahlia joins us in the studio. He tells us about a Senate bill that could solve this problem.
Patrice, TransCare Ambulance officials tell me insurance companies are making record profits. They say this leaves patients unable to pay bills. In turn, ambulance services also lose money. Now they've started a coalition with state leaders to fix this problem. Russell Farrell is the president and CEO of TransCare Ambulance, and he says his phone has been ringing off the hook.
I'm getting more and more personal phone calls from family, friends, neighbors of our community asking what's going on. Why are you gouging? Why are you increasing so much? And by the time we get done with our discussion, that's not what the case is.
He says insurance companies used to cover up to 80% of the cost of an ambulance, but now it can be below 20%. Farrell says those sirens shouldn't come to the tune of that large of a bill. When a patient is in an emergency, they may not have time to see what ambulance service is in network. He says this leads to unpaid bills, leading to his company losing money.
The industry's got to survive, and in order to survive, we've got to have that check, that reimbursement for our costs, at least a large percentage of it.
The problem is something Senator John Ford of Terre Haute says he felt he needed to tackle. He says it's important everyone is compensated and that patients aren't stuck with large ambulance bills.
I think just trying, like everything we do, trying to find the right balance in the legislation that, helps insurance companies, helps the ambulance service, but most importantly, helps the consumer.
If Senate Bill 135 passes, the responsibility of negotiating fair compensation for ambulance companies like TransCare and lower bills for patients will fall both on the ambulance provider and the insurance company.
They won't sit down and they won't look at our cost of doing business. They won't negotiate with us. They won't help us understand what's more of an equitable condition for both of us. Instead, they're telling us how it's going to be. And so they're at fault.
Senator Ford says this bill has been largely bipartisan. The state Senate has until January 27th, that's 1 week from Thursday, to hear this bill. Patrice, back to you.